30,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. First carry here for Robinson. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And that's definitely where you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, pregame and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. Rolling to his right. Dodson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And down he'll go at the 25. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as the tackle made up at the 27. Play action. Garoppolo. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On first and 10, it's Robinson.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Now a second and 10.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Garoppolo again here on second and 10.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Great idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. There's Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Throwing here, Howell.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about it.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
32 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this and go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Three yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete.
That was well example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Tackle made by Chase Young.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
21, here we go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play. And now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The big guy there showing some agility. He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Ayuk going to go in motion right.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 65, 65.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
They made a nice effort to stick him with for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contact.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Powell. That is caught.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Powell looking to throw again. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 43.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Back to throw. Howell.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Howell trying to pick it up on third.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Another throw for Howell.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
Net open. That's Byron Pringle complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell down to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Garoppolo on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Waddle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 14.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a first and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Throwing on second and long. Powell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Here's Howell.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a second and 10 upcoming. Second down throw for Howell.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. Now Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Quan Martin there on the tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Howell's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And fights through 1 man. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now they go play action with Howell.
They'll roll him out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th.
Washington Commanders 1st down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Throwing. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
Through the middle of the field, Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Powell, another throw on second down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And once more, Howell back to the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Moody good with the extra point,
and the lead is now 24.
Commanders 21. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And Howe will throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play that time through the air. 56 yards.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.